there, my beautiful rose petals. It's me, Miss LaRose, and I'll be giving my thoughts on the matter. And today we'll be talking about Zatima, Season 1, Episode 3 on BET Plus. Now, again, this is a hit show, so if you have not already started watching this new TV series, please do, because it is off the hook. The title for this chapter is going to be Off Limits. What? They titled that right. Now, before we get started, please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment. I really will appreciate it. So, we on a scene where Zach is talking to Gretchen from CEC or SEC or CCS, whatever that department is, supposedly. So she studied mean facing him. So she turns around and shows a picture of the senator's wife and asks him, "Oh, do you know this woman?" And Zach is like, "No." "Oh, you gonna tell me that you don't know this woman on this picture?" Zach like, "No, I do not know this woman." She like, basically, "Oh, this the game you want to play with me? Huh? What about this picture right here? This picture right here is you with the senator's wife." And Zach is like, "Oh, okay. I still don't know her. I don't know this woman. Do you know how many people come through the airport?" She's like, you're handing her bag." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I am. Still don't know her." She's like, "Oh, really? You're just gonna say you don't know this woman? You're right here in a picture with her." And he's like, "Okay. I hand a lot of people their bags when I worked at the airport for a long time, every day, all day long." She's like, "She didn't tip you." He was like, "Sometimes I get a tip and sometimes I don't. What's your point? I still don't know this woman." She's like, "You know what I can't stand? I can't stand a person to lie to me. I can't stand it." And he's like, "Well, I'm not lying to you." He's like, "Well, what I can't stand to be telling somebody the truth. And they study trying to tell me that I'm lying. And they keep asking me the same question that I'm going to give them the same answer to because that's the truth." So Gretchen gets real upset. And she was like, "I just can't believe this." And he was like, "Well, I just can't believe this either." So he was like, "Do I need a lawyer?" She was like, "You need several lawyers." And he was like, "Okay, I get me several lawyers." So then she was like, "Oh, this is how you gonna play this? This is how you gonna talk to me?" Okay. She gets up abruptly, storms over to the door, open up the door, opens it and say, "Come on in and arrest him right now." And Zach studies to sitting there like, "Oh, okay. So where they at? Why haven't they came in yet? Where they at to arrest me?" She shuts the door. She's like, "I just can't believe I never had nobody talk to me like this. I never had nobody act like this towards me before. They're usually scared and they tell me everything and all of that because they're so scared of me. And I just can't believe how you just spoke to me and treated me." And Zach like, "Well, I told you the truth." See, what happened here is she uh, she tried to pull the wolf card and he called her bluff. She didn't know what to do from there. Now who's the liar? For real, who's the liar? Because you opened up the door and acted like there was police officers there or FBI officers there to arrest Zach. That's, to me, that's two flags right there on Gretchen. Something ain't right. Something definitely ain't right. Baby, as my older sister would say, trick no good. Baby, the trick was no good. Okay, so she leaves with egg on her face because the trick was no good. At all. I hollered. I'm like, no, she didn't. No, she did not. She just, she called the bluff and he made her show her hand and it didn't work. Her ego was crushed. Crushed. So we see Fatima. She's coming home from work. She's tired. She kicks off her shoes. And that daggone Zach, he's so sweet and he's so lovable towards her. I just love it. He starts rubbing her feet and asking her how was her day. And she said it was okay. She just a little tired. He rubbing and massaging her feet. I love that right there. That is just so sweet of him. So they get to talking and she like, why you so happy and so goofy? And he was like, that woman came back, Gretchen, from the SCC, the CE, or whatever, and I crushed it. She tried it and I crushed it. Wasn't nothing she could do, nothing she could say, except for I'm closing the case. She had to close the case. She had no evidence. She let it be known there's no solid evidence. There's no solid proof. Point blank. So they high five and they laughing and giggling and playing around with each other on the couch. Here go a knock at the door. Zach like, who could that be? The team was like, yeah, it's DNA time. The DNA time. So he opens the door and sure enough, it's the stripper with the little baby, Miss Ratchet. She says she's not doing a DNA test without discussing without discussing child support. This chick is slow, stupid, and dumb. I'm telling you, she must have went to school on the short yellow bus. Fatima, well, actually, she asked Zach, you want to hold your son? He was like, no. Fatima was like, oh, I want to hold him. So she hands the baby over to Fatima. Fatima walks away while Miss Ratchet is steady telling Zach that she wants child support first before she do DNA testing. Again, this chick is slow, stupid, and dumb, and I guess she think everybody else is slow, stupid, and dumb. She's like, I'm not doing no DNA test until you start paying child support. And by the way, my investigator told me that the house next door is also yours, so me and your son can move in there. Zach was like, hell to the no. Hell to the no, no, no. That ain't gonna happen. You sound stupid as hell. She is stupid as hell. Anywho, so she like, well, you ain't getting no DNA test then. So here comes Fatima, hands the baby back to the stripper, Miss Ratchet. And she said, well, I'm not doing no DNA test. Bump that. So Fatima's like, hold on, wait a minute. Do you want your head in a wall again? Zach like, huh? What happened? You put her head in the wall? Oh yeah, before I went to work, I went over to the strip club and had a talk with her. That's why she here today at 6:00. He like, oh man. No. Zach, let her go. She's like, I'm leaving. Fatima like, Zach, let her go. He's like, no, we need to get the DNA test. She like, let her go. Bye. So she leaves, and Zach was like, but we needed the DNA test. She was like, I already got it. He was like, damn. That's the reason why you was over there with the baby. Exactly, honey. You gotta watch me. I'm slick. I know how to do the do. And yes, she do. So she pulls out another DNA swabbing test out of her sleeve of her dress. Out the sleeve of her dress, and she swabbed his ass. Whoop whoop. I know somebody. I'm gonna get it over there to them, and we will have the results in 48 hours. Not a week, not 2 weeks, but in 48 hours. I love me some Fatima. Don't play. You playing with the wrong one. No. So they high five on that. And he like, oh, you just too much. He was like, I thought you knew. So Zach tells Fatima that he's about to head out to go jogging with Bryce. And Fatima tells him that she's about to go to the hair salon. Fatima's like, with Bryce? Something about that dude. It's something about him that I just don't trust. And Zach like, no, he good people. He good people. Fatima like, nah, there's something about him I don't trust. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't put my finger on it, but it's something. Now, for me, Bryce with his fine ass self, I'm with Fatima. I'm definitely with Fatima because Bryce is staying too close to Zach. He's always around Zach. He wants to know everything about Zach. On top of that, there's some other things. So Zach meets up with Bryce, go jogging. They stop at this house that Zach wanted to stop at. He was like, Bryce, you see this house right here? That's a nice house. That's a nice area. I want to start flipping houses. So Bryce was like, oh, really? That'd be a good investment. He was like, oh, by the way, this house right here, I know the realtor. Her name is Val. I'm thinking to myself, wow, damn, there go another person you know. And Zach is like, hey, Bryce, you know everybody. Everybody. Yeah, Zach, he knows everybody. Everybody that you need to do business with or want to do business with, or you got to explain where your money come from, how the stock was, all of that. Yeah, that's something to think about right there. And plus, on top of that, Bryce works with sneaky ass, delusional ass Gary. That's something to think about. But Zach ain't thinking that way because he knew money. So he's like, yeah, I want me an office too, because people take you serious when you have your own business office. Do you think Zach says to Bryce, do you think Gary in the office right now? I want to talk to him about getting me a business office. He's like, oh, you want to talk to Gary? He's like, yeah, I want to talk to Gary about it. He was like, yeah, he at the office. I'm looking like, Zach, why do you want to talk to sneaky, conniving, no good ass Gary? He's no good. But, we'll see. Or should I say Zachacy? So, Fatima's at the hair salon and she runs into Belinda as she's leaving out. And Belinda's giving off some weird ass vibes. Hella weird vibes. And she was like, oh, what you doing here, Fatima? She's like, I'm here to get my hair done. I told you that last week. Oh, okay. All right, girl. Well, talk to you later, and she just runs off. Wasn't really interested in talking to Fatima. She wasn't interested. She was on a mission. What that mission was, none of us knows. Okay. But she left up out of there real quick. So Angela like, hey girl, because she's over getting her hair done by the stylist named Kyle. And she goes and sit down in this girl, or I should say stylist, GGC. So Kyle, he like, Dad, you've been coming here awful lot, like every week. What's up with you? Huh? What's going on with you? Trying to get in her business. And Fatima's like, nothing. And Gigi's like, yeah, you have been coming in weekly. You must have a new man. And they all start laughing and stuff with Fatima. And she was like, but that ain't the reason why I'm getting my hair done. And yes, I do. Yes, I do have a man. So they like, yeah, we heard all about it from Belinda. We heard that Belinda, yeah, but Miss Belinda fucked him. And she like, okay, yeah, that was a long time ago, way before I knew him. Yeah, okay. No problem. Oh, no problem. Oh, Kyle and Gigi say, and she like, what? What? Is this something y'all know that I don't know? What? And Angela like, let's just hurry up and get our hair done and get up out of here. I can't stand this place. They gossip too much in here. Let's just get our hair done and get up out of here. And she's like, no, I want to know what's going on. So Gigi like, well, do you know that Belinda was crazy about him? Like cray about him. And she was like, well, it was just a one night stand. No big deal. She cool. And then here go Kyle. Nah, Belinda told us that she want to fuck Zach again. Fatima like, huh? Yeah, she told us that she wants to fuck Zach again. She was like, no, that ain't true. That's my girl. She wouldn't do nothing like that. And Angela like, nah, she wouldn't do nothing like that at all. Y'all gossip too much in here. Way too much. That's why I hate coming in here. Just do our hair so we can get up out of here. So then Fatima like, look, Belinda's my girl. She would not do that. And I don't do he say, she say. Once again, Belinda is my friend. And Angela like, correct. He's off limits. So I'm looking like, I don't know. Like I said at the beginning, when I met Belinda, I said that was Miss Loose Booty. That's Miss Loose Booty to me. I don't trust the wench. Anywho, so Zach and Bryce get to his office, and Zach is like, wow, this is a nice ass office. Ooh, I would love to have an office like this. And Bryce was like, well, I will let you have my office, but Gary, he's all about appearances and stuff. So he ain't going to let me rent this out to you. But there's plenty of other nice offices that can be introduced to you. And I know the exact person to show you around for business offices. We're going to get in touch with Val. There go her name again. Val. Here you go again, knowing folks. So Zach is like I said, you know everybody. So here go Bryce. Bryce like, how is Fatima? And Zach was like, she good. Is she mad at Belinda? Zach was like, no, she ain't mad at her. She feels some type of way, but She ain't mad at her. So here go Bryce. Well, when a woman is telling you they cool, it's all right, you gotta watch them. So he's telling Zach that he needs to watch Fatima. He was like, because they can be plotting and planning. You just never know. And Zach was like, well, I had a woman or two or three or four plot and plan on me. So if that's the case, I got this. But Fatima's not that type of woman. Bryce, well, just be careful with her. Really? No, nigga. Zach needs to be careful with you. Okay? Trick no good. So we back at the salon, and Angela and Fatima is under the dryer. So Angela's like, well, this is a trip. So do you believe anything that they're saying about Belinda? Zatima says no. Angela says right. That's our girl. And she knows Zach is off limits. And Fatima like, I know, right? So Fatima gets to thinking. And I can see it. She thinking. And she was like, Angela, where did Belinda go off to? And Angela like, I don't know. She's like, okay. Interesting. So Zach pulls up to his home, and there's a woman out there taking pictures of the other house. And he gets out and he was like, hey, can I help you? What's going on? What's this about? And she was like, hi. I'm just looking at this beautiful house right here. I would love to list it. So I'm just taking pictures and everything because I'm going to contact the owner and see if I can help sell this house. He was like, oh, really? And she looks at him and she says, oh, you're the owner. You're Zach. Heifer, how do you even know his name? How do you know his name? Is my first thought. So Zach is like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm Valerie. I'm a real estate owner and I would love to list this home for you. I know I could get it sold. And he like, oh, really? Yeah. Bryce told me about you. He contacted me and told me about you. Now hold up. You just said that you would like to know who the owner is so you can speak to him about selling their home. But then you turn around and state that Bryce contacted you and gave you his information already. Right there. That's 2 red flags for me. You're lying. You just got busted in a lie. That's what I heard. I'm hearing lies. So she wants to go into his furnished home, the home that he's living in, and see the layout. It's late at night. You don't know this man. That's bold. So they go inside and he shows her his house, his other house that's on the side of the other house that he wants to rent out. And she's, oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, this would be an easy sale for me. I would love to be your realtor. He was like, okay, well, give me your information and I'll talk to my woman and we'll see. She was like, oh, you have a woman? Yes, I have a woman. Oh, she lives here with you? Yes, she lives here with me. What the hell do that got to do with being a realtor and wanting to sell somebody's property? Trick no good. I'm telling y'all, trick is no good. So as she's leaving out, ooh, Lord, as she's leaving out, check this out. Loose Booty just walks right into his home. Walks right into his home as Val is leaving out the door. He like, what the hell you doing? She was like, I'm here. I'm here to see you. She was like, no, you here to see Fatima, and Fatima's not here right now. You need to go. And she was like, no, like I said, I'm here to see you. No, get out my home. Fatima's not here. She was like, oh, you're turning me on. Oh, Zach, I know you like to fuck. Let's fuck. What? He was like, get the hell up out my home now. Get up out my home. So she jumps on him and makes him fall onto the couch. And she literally trying to rape the man. Or she's literally trying to force sex on the man. And he, no, he won't touch. He got his arms out wide, not touching her. And she's like, oh, come on. Fuck me, Zach. And he gets up and she grabs a hold to him. He's standing up and she's holding on to him. And come on. You know you liked it. This is one pretty, but straight up hoe right here. Desperate as hell and very disrespectful. I knew this girl, especially when she saw that he had money, and I knew that she wasn't over it, because how do you go stalking a man that you had a one night stand with 2 years ago, and you turn around and still showing some type of feelings? What are you doing having feelings for a stranger? It was just a one night stand. Period. Like I said, that's Miss Loose Booty right there. Anywho, so he like, get up off of me now. Get up off of me now. So she finally gets up off of him, and he grabs his phone, and he about to make a phone call. She was like, oh, you gonna call the police on me? He was like, no, I'm calling Fatima. She's like, oh, I ain't worried about that. She proceeds to start taking off her clothes. He started running up the stairs. She's running after him, talking about some, come on, stop acting like that. Stop acting like that. You know you want to fuck me. And as soon as he get up to the top step, there go Fatima. Ah! What the fuck? Like I said, trick no good. Fatima done heard everything. And he goes off. Baby, let's talk about it. Let me start off with Bryce. I don't trust Bryce. Bryce is always around Zach. He always finds a way to be around Zach. He's always questioning him about his personal life. Keeping in mind, Zach don't know nothing about Bryce, though. He has no clue to who Bryce really is. Bryce just came into his life, okay? Don't know nothing about him. All he knows is that Bryce know everybody. Well, everybody that is trying to attach themselves to Zach that he never knew before. These strangers. All these strangers know Bryce. That to me is a red flag. So for me, Bryce got 2 red flags with his fine ass. But he got 2 flags with me. Now, moving over to Val. Like I said, she lied twice within that one session of meeting him in that conversation. So she's getting 2 flags too. And plus she knows Bryce. So I'm weary about her ass. I'm real weary about her ass. And then for her to be concerned or have some type of concern that he has a woman, what the hell they got to do with you? What the hell they got to do with realty? A realtor position? What do they got to do with you? Now, Miss Belinda, Miss Loose Booty, that hoe right there. That hoe right there. Scandalous, deceitful. She bold as fuck. You gonna be up in your girl's home trying to screw her man? And then when he say that, oh, I'm about to call my woman, and for you to be so bold to say, oh, I don't care about that. Fatima, you're going to have to reevaluate that right there. Because that girl gives zero fucks about you and your friendship. Better yet, y'all don't even have a friendship. You friends with her. She's not friends with you. She's out for herself. So that's going to be very interesting to see. Very interesting to see. But baby, Zach don't want no damn Belinda. Belinda, you just done effed up royally. That man didn't want you 2 years ago. You was just a one night stand. And he damn sure don't want you now. He's not gonna choose you over no Fatima. Trick no good. Trick is really no good. Now, with all of that said, I want to know what your thoughts are. Leave me some comments. Let's talk about it down in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, like my channel, and share my